Oh, yeah. Is it a Starburst?
No, it's a Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher, right. Okay. And a Hoodle to bring in the mech. Hoodle. Go on.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I've been recording for like a minute, so
Oh.
And this is to go even further beyond!
I want to welcome everybody into the Instant Regret Podcast. You can find us everywhere on social media at Regret Pod. That's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the good stuff. You can find us at twitch.tv/Instant Regret Gaming. That's where we do all of our streaming. And you can find all our content all in one place at instantregretgaming.com. I almost got through that without fumbling. God damn it.
it's okay, man.
One day.
It's all that matters.
Right. If we did this more, I'd have more practice, but no big deal.
Once a month, every other month is good enough, right?
Shit, I guess.
We had a good streak there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then dipped off. And then we did a month, and then we did, I guess...
Fucking work schedules, man.
No, we did one in February, and we didn't do anything last week, or last month. Now it's April. So, yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been since February.
Yeah, I think iTunes says the 11th, but I don't know when we actually did it. That's just when iTunes put it up. So
no, those were the days that, because I added all of those, like all but one episode on one day.
No, this one was a different one.
The latest episode?
Yeah, because you put 1 through like 3 up all at once, and then 4, and then 5. I think this is 6.
Oh,
this should be 6.
Hey,
yeah,
good for us.
Yeah, something like that.
6 episodes deep. We've really made it.
If we do it right, next week will be 7.
Right, or, if we do it right, though. That's only if we do it right.
Or June or July, depending on our pattern. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere in there. We'll figure it out.
One of those.
We need to reestablish contact with Mech.
Yeah, I haven't heard from that guy in a little while. I'm a little worried about him.
Right, I think he's like lost himself in Warframe because I see him on all the fucking time. I send him party invites. I get nothing back. I don't know if he's mad.
Maybe we need to start playing Warframe again, just to like get into his realm there.
I mean, let's not get too hasty.
Yeah, I enjoy Warframe. I spent more money on it than I should have, but I'm not ready to take the full dive back in. Not to his level, anyways. He's super.
Like if you just want to jump in and smash some shit, that's great. Like that's the game for you. But man, like I need a little bit more to it than that. Like it's not very competitive, and I prefer games that have some sort of like competitive aspect to it. So, I mean, for me, and don't get me, they do have a PvP mode. It's just like shit.
Yeah. I think we've both ended up in there by accident before.
Yeah, I think
this is weird. I didn't enjoy my experience in it, not at all.
So you said you've jumped back into Overwatch a little bit.
Yeah, sorta. I picked a character and stuck with it, and then I played it for like a couple hours.
Who you been playing as?
I don't actually remember his name anymore. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll tell you. It was whoever the tank guy is with the armor and the hammer and all of that.
The armor and the hammer and all of that. It's like Bill Cosby. It's like Bill Cosby playing Overwatch.
And the pudding and the.
I slipped her a little boop bop in the diva and the butt.
Hold up. Here's a list of characters. Give me a sec. I can do this.
I'm pulling up Overwatch right now.
But I got it right here. You're taking too long. See, look. Hold on. It's not there. It's not that guy. It's Reinhardt. There we go. See? Done.
Reinhardt.
I got it. Yeah. I enjoy that guy.
So he's the frontline dude?
Yeah. I don't think I've been playing him correctly, but that's because I've been playing with other people against bots, and it's kind of everybody does whatever the fuck they want in that game type. So
Yo, they have a co-op mode called Retribution going right now. We need to jump into this shit. That'll give us something to talk about next week.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm down. You're off tomorrow, right? There we go.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Thursday. I'm home by 7 every fucking night.
All right. Tomorrow evening. I gotta do continuing ed tomorrow at lunch to get another hour of this bullshit out of the way. If I don't do it all tonight before I decide to go to bed, so
right,
that's important. I gotta have that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so I jumped back into Paladins. Like I was playing Overwatch before I moved, and
so
I like Overwatch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you apologizing? Paladins is a good game, man.
I'm just kidding. Kidding.
Like, I get the shortfalls it has compared to Overwatch, but man, I would say, like, if you're trying to jump in and learn how to play the game, it's a lot easier to jump into Paladins than it is into Overwatch. Like,
I can feel that. Yeah.
There's more, I feel like the damage dealing characters have a little bit more health, so it's a little bit easier to stay alive. Whereas whenever I'm using like a damage dealing character in Overwatch, it's like I'm dead every fucking 5 seconds.
I wouldn't know yet. I've only used the tanks, so.
Right. Well, I've played like a damage dealing class. I've played a healing class. I've played tank class. I did all right with Diva.
Yeah, she's the tank class, right? The other one.
Yeah, she's the chick in the robot, and then whenever the robot suit dies, you can jump out and use a pistol.
Oh right, yeah, I remember that. Cool. I've watched a little bit of gameplay for the game, and I that's actually what got me to come back to it. I was watching someone stream it the other day, and I don't remember who it was anymore, but I was like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to come back. This is the first time I've played since I think since launch. It's been a long time. But it doesn't feel like coming into a fresh game because I've been playing Paladins a lot, so
yeah, I got to get back into Overwatch a little bit and like use some of the other characters. Like I've used Moira a lot. Moira's a healer.
The witchy looking one, right?
Yeah.
I'm still learning my characters.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at a character list right now. That's the only reason why I'm able to give you names. I actually came prepared for class today.
That's cool. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's the first. It is the first.
We're both experiencing personal growth. I get to work before 7:30 somehow. You come with your homework. I mean, it's like, who the fuck are we, man? Who the fuck are we?
It's like we're becoming adults as we talk about video games on a podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
Lame. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm out. The adult part, I mean. The video games is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Adulting no good.
I had a guy at work tell me the other day, we were talking about video games, and he was, I was talking about video games, because, I'm like 15, 20 years younger than everybody I fucking work with, but he was talking about his son wasting all of his time playing video games, and was saying that one day you're going to have to man up and put the damn games down and do yada, yada, yada. And I was telling him, I was like, no, that's not how that works. You can still be an adult or a grown man and play video games and pay your bills, do this, and that. He's like, no, not where I come from. You put the fucking games down, you do this, you get shit in line, you don't do that crap anymore. I was like, all right, clearly we're not going to get along for the entirety of my career. This sucks. Right.
I would have been like, you realize that there's people that play video games that shit on your yearly salary?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking...
I'm like, there's dudes that make more in a day than you make your entire fucking year playing video games.
And someone was like, how the fuck do you think I got here? That's all I do when I get home. And I'm here too. I mean, I don't understand. I pay my bills. I keep food in my stomach. I mean, what the fuck's the problem here? That's such
I would have been like, you're twice my age in an entry-level job. How about you just shut your mouth and, like, keep your life lessons to yourself?
Yeah. The bad part is because we started around, well, I think he's got just over a year longer than I do in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming he didn't retire at exactly 20 years, I'd be spending literally the entirety of my career with this guy if I stayed there. It's horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible.
Oh, so wait, is this dude... Wait, okay, so is this dude closer in age to you than I was initially thinking?
No,
okay.
42, so he's a little over 15 years older than me, so something like that.
So not to prove this dude's point, but I work with a bunch of people who aren't fucking going anywhere in life, and we actually, like, I was having conversations with them yesterday about, like, fucking video games, and we started talking Dragon Ball Super and how the Japanese one ended and where it is in the English version and stuff like that. And so I'm actually finding some fucking common ground with some people that I work with, which is nice because
I'm a little jealous.
Right. Well, don't be. I'm like, because some of these people, it's like they're not gonna fucking work there long, so I'll have to establish new relationships here in about a couple weeks. That's how it goes where we're at, man. Like, they hire on 100 fucking temps, and then, like, all but maybe 2 of them will get fired before, like, their 3 months is up. Or they'll all fucking wash out whenever they have to go get drug tested with the company, or whenever the company does their background check. It's sad, man.
Hey, man, 420's life, man. 420's life. It's more
damn right.
than holding down that fucking
that's
job.
That's when Super Troopers 2 drops, bro.
Hey. Oh, I wonder if I can get tickets to that still. Anyways, not to detract from the story.
Right. Like, everybody's talking about fucking Infinity War, and I'm like, Super Troopers 2.
It's a solid fucking week, man. 7 days later, it's out. I
know.
Man, that's kind of nice. I'm looking forward to that one.
To kind of jump back into the Overwatch Paladins thing, I actually kind of prefer Paladins over Overwatch just because I think that it's more, like, user-friendly. I think that... I don't want to say it's easier, because if you get in there with some people that know what they're doing and you're playing against those people, and you're in a group of people that really just don't fucking... They don't want to work as a team and complete the objective, it can make for a really, really challenging match.
Yeah.
And by challenging, I mean you're going to get caught with your pants down and be fucking embarrassed.
That's never fun.
But I've actually branched out a little bit. I've played frontline heals and then damage dealers. They have like 2 different types of damage dealers, and I don't remember what the classes are called.
I don't either anymore. It's been a while.
But I know frontline is tank, and then they have healers. I've been playing Inara as a frontline. She has the ability, like, all her abilities are like earth abilities. So she has this one ability where she, like, raises this giant stone wall. And a lot of the capture points are in, like, centralized areas. And so there's, like, walls. So I can actually wall off one part of the capture point area.
Yeah.
To where, like, all the other players, they have to go around to get to it.
Like,
so
May in Overwatch, the ice wall.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of a strategy that I've been deploying. I've found you can customize the perks that your character gets. Like, you get like 15 points to spend, and you get these like different cards that have different boosts for your character, and you can upgrade those boosts, but you can only spend up to like 15 points. So I worked on that yesterday. And like last night, I wasn't having a whole lot of success before me and you got off the phone, right? Okay, so I went in and I fucked around with all that shit. I went on a fucking winning streak.
Sweet.
It was incredible. It was like, yes. And even if our team failed, I still did great.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. That's pretty fucking awesome, actually.
Right. I've been using Inara as a frontline, Genos and Ceres as healers. Ceres is kind of similar to Moira. They kind of have similar abilities.
Mm-hmm.
They're both like dark witch healer ladies.
Oh, okay.
Genos, I guess, would kind of be similar to Mercy. But Genos has he has decent damage dealing capabilities too.
Mm-hmm.
And then for like damage dealers, of course, Victor. I think Victor's probably a little overpowered, but you know, you got to get in where you can fit in, and that's kind of like that was like the first character I played with, and I've gotten pretty decent with him. And then Vivian is another one. Kind of has some abilities similar to Victor, but instead, like Victor has grenades, and Vivian has like a shield.
Right.
So she's a bit more balanced than Victor is. Victor is very run and gun, and then Vivian is she's more balanced. I'm a nut hair away from hitting level 15, so I can get into like the actual competitive play and see if I'm actually any good or not.
Hey.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm only level 10 on Overwatch though, and I think you got to hit level 25 before you can do.
It's 25. Yeah, I was looking at it. It's ridiculously high for how long it takes for me to get each level. I don't know how long it takes you or anyone else, but.
Well, I mean, if I sat here and played all fucking day, I mean, it probably wouldn't be too bad. And you can buy. I'm pretty sure you can buy experience boosters. I know you can in Paladins.
Oh, I don't even explore any of those options just because I don't. You know me, my newfound no spend money on anything I don't have to. So.
Right. Which, I mean, I haven't spent money on that. I'm just saying, like, that's how a lot of people, I think.
I got you. I just mean, like, because that's so far removed from how I play anything anymore, I don't even look at the options anymore. Just so I'm not, like, not tempted or anything. Because I'm weak.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I mean, you're stronger-willed than I am. You should give yourself some credit.
Yeah, you bought ESO Plus, and you haven't even played, in a week?
Because like you can't play that game without it. It's just unless you've already bought everything. Right. Well, you know, you're right. I can't play that game without it.
I own all the DLC that I wanted, minus like a couple of those dungeons on the most recent one. Then I've got enough guild space that I got everything I want to store where I want it. So it's all good. You need to move that phone further away from your mic or your computer, whatever's making that noise. It's doing like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's the cell signal. I can see it in the audio.
Oh shit! So like my phone being too close to my headset or something?
You know how there's that chirpy thing? It was doing that from the signal sending out.
My mom texted me. She uses my Hulu, and I guess it's saying that she needs to connect to the home network to verify.
Oh.
And she doesn't live here, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There you go. That sucks. Now she can't use Hulu. That's a disappointment.
Well, she can't use mine. She can get her own.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. Actually, I have 2 Hulu accounts. I have one that I pay for that I have, like, the suite, like, commercial-free and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I have one... Well, I haven't set it up yet, but I also have another one through Sprint that's free. And it's, like, the limited commercial one. But you can't do anything with it. Like, you can get, like, other shit with the other ones. With mine, my personal one, but like this one's like locked in, but it's free. So I was like, free and a few commercials or $11 and no commercials. I'm kind of leaning towards $11 and no commercials.
See, I have the like the live TV through Hulu too.
How is that?
It's nice. I mean, they have like. They have pretty much all the channels that you would want through cable. I mean, they have all the good ones. They have all the good shows.
Yeah.
You can watch things live. They have there's a DVR option on there, but I haven't quite figured out how to use it yet.
That'd be nice.
I have things that have recorded, and I should be able to still watch them the same day, but I hadn't been able to figure out how. So, like, for like wrestling, for instance, like you can watch Raw and SmackDown on Hulu. You can watch it live, but if you don't catch it live, it won't update the newest episode until the next day.
Okay.
So if you miss something the night of, like you can still watch it. You just have to wait a day, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Because that's how Hulu's pretty much always worked. Okay, I follow. I was confused for a second, then I had to think about it.
But I'm extremely satisfied with it. It's worth every penny I pay for it.
How much is that? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's like $40 a month or something like that, and then we have something else. Like we pay like $50-something a month for Hulu.
That's not bad. That really isn't. Not really.
No, for everything that we get with it. I don't have the. I didn't get the commercial free. That's just an extra $15, and frankly, I'll sit through a minute and a half of commercials before I pay $15.
Oh yeah, no. If you're getting live TV already, yeah, no, I wouldn't pay another $15. Fuck that. So the reason I pay for the commercial free now is it's like paying for Netflix twice almost. Well, Netflix is a little more expensive now. I think it's like $13, but still, I remember when it was $7. Now I used to have that. Fuck, what's it called? Sling. You know Sling?
Sling. Yeah, that thing that was what. Fuck, what was his name?
Psy?
Yeah, Psy. He was really high on that shit.
No, it really is really good. I had I could have got an HBO Go account, but I got that and HBO as like a bundle, so I got a little cheaper for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had live TV, and then I keep up with Game of Thrones and Ballers and all that other shit that was coming out. And it was kind of nice. I think it was like I had like the Primo package plus Hulu, or not Hulu, but HBO. I think it was like $50 a month, something like that. So it wasn't a bad deal.
Yeah, I looked at Sling, but to get everything that I like to get, because like the sports packages, like you don't get any of the sports channels unless you pay for the more expensive packages. Like it was gonna cost me nearly $100 to get everything that I wanted. So I was like,
goddamn, yeah, no shit.
I'm like, I might as well fucking have cable.
Yeah. What you do is you go buy cheap drinks at Buffalo Wild Wings and you just sit there all day.
There's no such thing as a cheap drink at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Au contraire, water, sir.
Oh,
water.
Oh. I thought you meant real drinks. I don't drink. What the fuck is water?
Yeah, I can tell. What is that? Oh, that's Dr. Pepper. I don't even have to ask. What am I doing?
Right.
You don't drink anything that's not Dr. Pepper. Who am I kidding?
Yes, I do. It's called Blue Moon. That's a beer.
Right, okay. I don't drink into that fancy shit, sorry.
It's not fancy, it's just beer.
If it's got a name I don't recognize, it's fancy then. If it's not Corona, it's fancy.
Oh, ugh.
That's good shit, man.
It's alright. Dos Equis is better.
Nothing beats a good Mexican piss water, man, I'm telling you.
Dos Equis and Modelo, both superior to Corona.
Well, I mean, I like both of those too. I just happen to like Corona better.
Like, if we're talking cerveza, I'm talking fucking Modelo.
I know. I mean, I dig me some Modelo. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Hell, I'm fine to degrade myself Tecate, but you know.
Tecate greater than Corona.
No. You shut the fuck up.
I'll take a Tecate over a Corona any day.
You gonna take an ass whooping? How about that, sir? I can find you. I know where you live.
Right.
Sorta. I don't know where this apartment is, but I'll figure it out. Damn it. I'm looking for a lady with a bum knee. It's not hard. All I gotta do is sit outside of her job and wait. You'll show up or she'll leave. One of the two. I'll get you, motherfucker. I'll get you.
And I'll sip on a Tecate while I'm shitting on your chest.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful.
I couldn't think of anything more disrespectful, which is why I went there.
Oh man, you don't know. You're doing it wrong, man. You take a Corona Extra. You don't get the Corona Light. Corona Light's for.
I don't drink light beer. Period. That's for women.
Yeah, no, right, but still. take Corona Extra. Corona. Just put a little bit of salt in it. You take the lime, you squeeze the shit out of that in there. You shove the lime in the bottle. Done. It's great. It's fucking amazing.
Okay, whatever you say, man.
You're missing out, man.
No, you're missing out because you didn't know what Blue Moon was.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate you.
When you come down, we're having Blue Moon.
Is that like a Cosmo or something?
No, it's a beer. It's a wheat ale.
Oh, you know way more about beer than I ever want to know.
Right, because I've probably drank more.
Well, probably not, but still. I would like to think we're pretty close to equal.
You should have known me before I had kids.
You should have known me before I had no life. I had a life before I had no life. Let me tell you, damn it.
Right. Right, same.
Yours ended about the time you had kids. Or at least around the time the first one popped out. I feel for you.
How much older am I than you? You're 23, right? 24?
25.
You're 25? Okay.
I think you've got what, just under
over a year, maybe, a few months.
What's you're 92? What month?
91, December.
91, December. You've got a year and like probably a week or two.
Right, and that was a year and a week or two more of drinking that I've done than you have. So sit down.
Sure, but sure. You know what, let's stop the Reddit I'm very badass comments here and just move on. What else you got?
Okay, so speaking of pussies with no life, did you see that the story about the Donkey Kong guy that lost his high score record because he cheated?
Yes, I've seen it, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay, so
I know enough about it.
All right, I'll give you the LD. Okay.
Cool.
So
give it to me. Lay it on me, baby.
Shut up. Okay, so this dude, his name is Billy Mitchell. He looks like he tries to lure children into vans, which would explain why he has a high score record on a old school Donkey Kong box game.
He sounds like he would sell me cleaning products on a 1-800 commercial.
Billy Mitchell here with OxyClean. Okay, so goddamn it, you're gonna get me off on another tangent. But my wife's grandpa, like 20 years ago, straight up looked like Billy from OxyClean. We have a picture, like a family photo from like Heather was a small child. It's like a Christmas photo. Oh, and he straight up looks like the OxyClean guy that died.
That's excellent.
Yeah, no, like spitting image. It is perfect. I'm like, you know what? He could fix a lawnmower and he could get those deep-rooted fucking grass stains out of my shirt.
You're going to have to show me that image later.
Yeah, no,
awesome.
I'll have to dig it up. I'll have to have my mother-in-law send me a picture. It was pretty great. But anyways, so this Billy Mitchell guy, he, I guess, submitted his machine, I guess, for their investigation, and the team of investigators, which is really sad to say given what we're talking about, said that there was signs of like simulated gameplay. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, the machine he's using wasn't like an officially sanctioned machine.
Oh yeah, red flag number 2.
Right, so his scores shouldn't have even counted anyways.
Yeah,
but he's saying that every score that he's gotten is legit. That he has like video evidence, he has witnesses, this and that. So he's filing a like appeal, I guess, with whoever like the official scorekeepers are for this shit.
Yeah,
and I was just kind of curious if he didn't cheat, right? If he didn't simulate any of the gameplay, does it matter to you if it's on like an officially sanctioned machine? Because for me, like if he legitimately got a high score on a game, like what the fuck do you care where he got the score from?
I mean, it's Six,
Like
one,
if
half
I
a dozen
if,
to me, man. At that point,
if I pulled up a Donkey Kong emulator on my computer and I pulled the high score, like it's still the fucking high score.
yeah. I mean, you still got to press buttons, inputs. So I mean, sounds all the same to me. I mean, honestly. So
Right. If he did cheat, how fucking sad is that? That this dude's like halfway through his life and he's cheating at like a Donkey Kong game that's at least 30 years old to try and gain some sort of recognition. And then whenever he gets caught cheating, he's doing everything in his power to fight it.
Well, isn't he one of those that's had the record for fucking forever though?
For a while, I guess.
I said a lot of these guys, like I can't remember. Man, I can't remember his name. That's the dragster guy. Like, you know what I'm talking about? We were talking about it a second ago. Your phone's doing the thing again.
I have my phone like way away from me. I don't know what else to do.
Maybe it's my phone. I'll move mine further away too.
I just tossed mine over on the bed. Like it's a good like 6 feet away. I can't do any better than that.
Mine's further. Anyways, the guy with the dragster record, he got it in like the. God, I wish I could remember more about this. I want to say it was like the 80s or something, and it was a cheat, or allegedly. I don't want anybody to get me for slander here, but or libel or whatever the fuck it is. Anyways, they couldn't reproduce his record without hacks in the game, so people were starting to throw a fit about it. Now he's been removed from everything in the same way this guy has. So I say these guys have had these records forever and claim piggybacking on the fame from it and everything, and the getting deals, and like this guy was in the King of Kong movie and shit like that. So it's kind of sad, honestly.
I'm just trying to figure out like just because somebody can't. Like, what if this guy is just that much fucking better at this game than you are? Like, I mean, hate us because you ain't us. That's all I got to say to that. Like, seriously, if somebody told me that there is no way that my score could be legitimate just because they can't reproduce it without cheating themselves, I'd be like, be better.
Yeah, I mean,
be better.
It's kind of like as soon as you lose at a game, everybody starts yelling hacks, just because that's something people fucking say.
Right.
And that's kind of like this generation's version of that. I mean, like, maybe you should just be better at what you're fucking doing. That sounds like a you.
That's
problem.
what I'm saying. It's like people. The Call of Duty is a perfect fucking example of that.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it is hacks though,
or dueling in fucking ESO.
That's a good example. There you go.
Yeah,
no
I'm like,
there.
Like, first of all, your internet is probably shittier than the person who just whipped your ass. That's just a fucking fact.
Too true, man. Too fucking true. Oh my god.
Like, he went and got his router at fucking Best Buy, and you got yours from, you're renting yours from Cox. That's what's happening. Okay?
And they're renting it from someone else.
Right.
God.
It's like, secondly, their servers are shit, so you should know better than to, like, put anything on the line whenever it comes to this game, because it's complete RNG.
Mm-hmm.
But, man.
People kill me with that. Hacks.
Fucking hacker.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell, like, nobody's hacking. This is an Xbox.
Or it's, this isn't my PvP tune. This is my PvE tune. I'd have
that's my favorite.
My champion points aren't slotted right. I don't have this ability. No,
I didn't respec before we dueled.
Yeah.
Catch me on my other tune.
Catch me on my main. Yeah, I didn't get to eat my food first, or I didn't get pop this potion, or
right.
My controller died, or whatever bullshit fucking excuse people come up with. You know why I don't fucking do that shit? Because I fucking suck. And so I don't do that, and I don't fucking complain about losing, because I know I will.
But here's the thing. If you did, at least you would be able to own it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd be like, I was expecting that outcome, so... Only time we'd get anything in the baseline would be if I won, which would be amazing. And incredibly unexpected. Or I'd claim hacks, one or the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends. It depends on how I'm feeling, or who it is. I don't know a lot of assholes in the game.
Okay, so have you played PUBG before?
I I got it for the Xbox, and I played for about 3.5 minutes before I died.
And you just like turned it off at that point?
No, I got it released on the Xbox. I ended up going to sleep before servers went live. I came home for lunch the next day, and I tried to play. I thought, like, I'll put 30 minutes into this, no problem, then I'll eat. And then I played that game, and I was like, well, this was... Because it took me like 15 minutes to get into the fucking game, and then I played 3 minutes just to die. It's like, I'm just going to put this game down for now. And then I never went back to it. I meant to try it again, but I just didn't do it. So, that's on me.
I asked because there's a ton of games now that are going to that like battle royale format.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big ones, Fortnite and PUBG.
Yeah.
There's the Darwin Project, which is coming out, which is another battle royale style game.
Yeah. There's a couple of them coming out. Some of them look real. There's one with like an 80s action spin on it that looks really cool. I can't remember the name of it anymore though, but it looks really cool.
Okay, dude. Update on the Peepaw as OxyClean guy photo. My wife actually just sent it to me.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, here we go. Unfortunately for our LOL listeners, they're not going to be able to see this, but for your benefit.
Sweet.
They'll be able to hear your reaction. Hopefully
all that's
it's
important
good.
is me. I don't care about anybody else.
Right.
I love you, audience. Please come listen.
Yeah, if Peepaw weren't on Facebook, I'd totally post this, but...
All right. I like that Peepaw's on Facebook.
Okay, I forwarded it to you. Billy Mays. Is that not fucking Billy fucking Mays right there?
That's pretty fucking good, man. He's got the fucking facial hair and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like he's overweight in just the right amount. That's awesome.
Right. All in the right places.
So
all in the right.
In? That's awesome.
Does he? I don't know.
That's what it looks like.
Possibly, maybe.
Yeah, that lower cheek right there is just that's beautiful, man. That's pure fucking Oklahoma right there, man. I'm telling you.
Well, no, they're from Arkansas.
Oh, even better. Oh my god. Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. That's awesome.
Have you seen any of these grunt style shirts? They're fucking badass looking.
What's grunt style? I don't even know what that is.
Let me see if I can tag you in this post. It's just an ad that popped up on Facebook, and I'm like, these shirts are fucking cool. There's one that has like a gladiator helmet, and the gladiator helmet is like painted like the American flag.
I don't know. Maybe if I spent more time on Facebook, I'd know what you're talking about.
It's just an ad that popped up. I don't know.
Don't tag me in the ads, man. Come on.
Great. Now they got your data. Now they're gonna send you an ad too.
You know, I only have Facebook, so you can tag me and shit. Otherwise,
you're laughing. I'm laughing. Mark Zuckerberg is laughing.
Like and his droid laugh. Fucking non-human.
Did you watch any of the video of his Congress hearing or whatever?
I've only seen meme versions of everything.
Oh no, it's hilarious. It's like none of the fucking senators have any clue what the hell they're talking about, and like he clearly understands that they don't have any clue what they're talking about, so he's like trying to help them understand.
Yeah. But
he's also not really answering any of their questions because he doesn't really have to. Right. So it's really funny. It's just
have you seen the thing where they one of them like quote unquote burned him and asking about his personal information?
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that one.
That was pretty funny. They were asking him. They said, "God, I can't remember what it was they were asking. I think they were like asking him like his social security number or something else, or can we see the text on your phone? There we go. That's what it was. Can can you tell us the text on your phone or like the most recent conversation or something like? And he's laughing. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, you don't like that, do you? I thought that was pretty funny. So something along that line. It was fucking hilarious though. It's like, that's fucking great, man.
Here's my thing about Facebook, right? You sign up to use the service.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if their terms of service change or you haven't read the terms of service, that's on you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, whatever information you put on Facebook is all on you.
I believe South Park did an episode on something like that with Microsoft's terms of service.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, all these people get bent out of shape about the information that Facebook shares or whatever fucking site. I'm like, here's an idea. How about you just don't put that information on there to begin with, and it's not a problem.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. I try not to, but that's cool.
I mean, I don't put any information on there that like I care for anyone to see.
I don't even care if anybody figures out where the fuck I work. Anyways, because my job is a public servant, my salary, my I think my residence, like family members, shit like that, it's all public record. So I mean, like, Facebook has it, state has it. I really don't give a fuck who has my information anymore. Someone wants it, they're gonna fucking get it. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Make it harder, make it easier. I don't care.
Wait, your home address is public record?
Probably, yeah. I would imagine.
That's really weird.
That is, and my phone number. It's not. Okay, I don't think that's public record. I think that would be subject to, like, if someone wanted to request information about me, that would be along the lines of stuff that my boss would come and say, hey, there's an information request or whatever their wording is for it on you. Is there anything you'd like to omit? And I could go in and redact shit if I wanted. So, or unless it was like a legal case, in which case I'm just kind of fucked. They get everything. So, but you can Google my name and pretty much find anything you want. So, for the most part, you can't find this website or this podcast. Unfortunately, you find my LinkedIn.
Funny enough, like my job, like it shows on Facebook, is the website.
That's funny.
And all that. Like I don't put like because I don't really add coworkers to my Facebook page. Like I have very few and far between as far as coworkers go on there. But
I have one, and that's because I knew him before I worked there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any at all.
Yeah, I don't see the point, especially where I work, because like most of them probably aren't really going to be working there very long anyway. So it's like I don't really have time to establish relationships with people that I'm not going to see on a daily basis. So
the single serving friends.
Yeah.
I am Jack's Colon. Sorry, Fight Club.
I sent you a link earlier to some stuff that's coming to ESO. I thought it was pretty cool. For those
pretty interesting.
For those who don't know, we're getting access to Somerset Isles coming up. It's going to be another expansion like Morrowind, where ZeniMax robs you blind for more content that could have just been DLC. They're going to have, I think, a new trial, some dungeons, and apparently cosmetics out the ass.
But we wouldn't know for sure because it's all in Russian. So,
and I'll post a link to this later, and so people can go and see it. There's actually some pretty cool shit coming. You're going to be able to buy a fucking ship for a house.
I like these masks. Those are cool. Those are really neat.
Crest Manor. Like, I really want this fucking ship.
I want these animals, these fucking Sijic whatevers.
Yeah, I liked the Sijic exemplars mounts or whatever. These are
ghost animals. Those are nice.
Yeah, here's the thing though; those are coming in crown crates. So,
well, I guess I won't be getting those. But
this Phantom Ice Wolf looks badass. So.
Yeah, all of this shit looks really cool. I'd almost be willing to spend money on this.
but
Almost.
but not.
Yeah. Close. Thought you were talking about me for a second there.
The Queen's Bounty Pack looks pretty cool.
Dude, all these, what's the word? Pets look fucking awesome.
They're coming out with, okay, so in the last update, you now have like costume capabilities. Like you can create your own costumes with like the different motifs that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get you can buy a token from the Crown Store to change a whole outfit, or you can use in-game gold. It's actually kind of expensive to do.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But now they're coming out with, I guess you'll be able to buy from the Crown Store the styles of like the dungeon bosses. Like there's like Lambra style weapons, Molekena style weapons.
That's pretty neat.
Shadowrend style weapons. All kinds of stuff, man. A lot of cool pets. A lot of really cool pets.
Yeah, I want a lot of those.
Yeah, here's the thing about ESO, and it's what drives me fucking nuts, that none of it is... Like, none of their cool cosmetics are earnable in the game. Like, you literally have to buy them. All of them. Always.
Oh, yeah. We're going the way of Black Desert, man, where everything cool you have to pay for.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, that's MMOs, though. I mean, MMOs, you always have to just pay for cool cosmetics. They're never...
Well, I mean, this one didn't start that way. It just became that after a while.
Well, I mean, for the most part, it started that way. It just wasn't all so expensive, and they didn't have the crates. Really, the big difference is the crates.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the thing then would have been, like, the costumes and the buying whatever... motifs you didn't have, but I mean you could still make all that shit or find it in the game for the most part. Whereas now, like, you got to pay for this or pay for that. Or I gotta
they
go
also,
buy that.
I don't know if you saw, but on the, I want to say it's the last page. Yeah, it's on page 4 of that shit that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
They have the new motifs that are coming out with the.
Oh, I kind of grazed past it real fast.
Yeah, what I like about this is like all the Somerset shit is all very like elegant looking, and like that's how like my main character, that elf, like my main healer.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what I go for. It's kind of like a very like sleek kind of nice looking character.
You're not going to do the Elven God thing anymore.
I mean,
didn't you have like the white glowy eyes and the white, like, heavenly robe going on or whatever?
Everybody knows that I'm the healer god.
Right.
Just the mediocre at best healing god.
Only pretending to like you, mediocre at best healing god.
Right. Pull you into every fucking dungeon and trial I can, but mediocre at best.
Yeah. You can tell we've moved on from that.
Never. I will never let that go for as long as I fucking live. That will forever be a thing as long as I play this game. Fuck that guy. You want to talk about mediocre at best?
Oh, God, yeah. No.
His fucking DPS, mediocre at best.
Yeah.
His fucking tanking, slightly above mediocre.
Yeah, I give him that. His tanking was okay. Oh, just okay. Just okay. DPS, though, I'm way better than he ever was.
Right.
I have a better build than he did, too. Oh, man.
Anyways. No, what was funny was whenever Sai got his account information and was on there looking around, he goes, I don't know what the fuck he's running.
Yeah, I remember that. Didn't we ask Sai for, like, his numbers and stuff, and he was telling us, like, just crap numbers?
Yes.
Like, what is he doing? Just standing in the back pretending to hit shit? I mean, I don't understand.
Right. I mean, it's easy to cover up one bad DPS in a group whenever you're the one bad DPS.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really easy to blame healers in a tank when things go wrong in a dungeon or a trial. But whenever it's the DPS that's the problem, like, in a trial, like you just blame the DPS overall. You can't just blame one DPS.
No, we can blame one DPS. That's where you're wrong.
It's much easier to do that in a dungeon than it is a trial.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's either one or the other. I mean, it's really easy. You got a 50-50 shot of being right, so...
Right.
And you can usually tell if one of them's fucking around.
Unless, like, the tank lied and they're actually a DPS, which happened a lot.
Yeah. But, you know,
like,
that's
I wish...
the Mod Locage when we were doing that trial forever ago, remember?
Yeah.
And he was in there with us, and we got rid of him. Well, I say he got rid of himself. He got rid of himself. We got rid of like 3 other people, and we brought in 4 new DPS that knew what the fuck they were doing. And
we fucking cleared it.
We cleared it the very next try, dude. The very next try. And he was bitching about, oh, it's this guy or oh, it's that person. I was like, no, I think maybe it's you and the 3 buddies you brought with you.
And you know what else? It's a lot easier to point a finger than it is a thumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't just that. It was him and the 3 people he brought with him. It wasn't even that they were 3 randoms. There were 3 people that he brought. It's like, maybe it's the 4 of you assholes when half the DPS is a problem.
Right.
We need better DPS. God damn it. Oh, man. I got a little PTSD from that still.
And okay, so we went off on this huge tangent. And we didn't give anybody any.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. It's okay. We're gonna name ourselves the Instant
like we don't have to name names here, but just to clarify, there was this person in the guild that we were in ESO, and in the guild that we ran a lot of trials, we ran a lot of dungeons, we did a lot of group stuff together, and this is all like PvE content, and it's all heavily based on every person in a role doing their job. Well, this person thought that they were the shit. And eventually, this person decided to leave, and on his way out the door, tried to shit on me and everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and he wasn't really that good at all.
Yeah, it turns out they were just shit.
Right. So, like,
man.
Like we went on like they were never there, and it was great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we did a great whenever they were gone. It was amazing.
Right. It was almost like they were kind of holding us back a little bit.
Yeah, no shit. I noticed it. You know, I can tell you when I noticed it, honestly. You remember my Sork that I made?
Yeah.
I could never get the build right. I could never get the abilities quite right, so I knew I was the problem in a lot of dungeons. When I could see that it wasn't my fault entirely when it was a 4-man dungeon, I knew when it was my fault, and I knew when it wasn't. And when I saw when I was going into ones with him with that particular tune, and it wasn't my fault, I was like, something's not right here.
Well, and you know what's funny is, okay, so that Templar that he had,
mm-hmm.
that he had a DPS Templar.
Yeah.
And he turned, or a Magplar, I should say, because there's
mm-hmm.
multiple ways that you can run it, but he had a really, really awesome Magplar, and he decided to turn it into a healer for no fucking reason because he never healed anything.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Like, that Magplar was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was solid.
He was killing it. Like, that was probably the best character he had. And he went and ruined it.
Character, yeah.
Right, and he went and ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need another healer. No, Jules is the other healer. Yeah. And Jules is fine.
We got a healer. Fuck off. Shit.
Right. I mean, we had me, we had Jules, we had one other person that could run heals pretty decent.
I can't remember who it was anymore.
It was a rando. I don't remember their name.
Yeah, someone that used to run with us every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, not important.
But yeah, just man.
That's
things about
stuff.
that game that you don't miss is really the people.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Like, seriously, that's... Okay, here's a great topic while we are here, okay?
Yeah, let's fuck it.
Because, full disclosure to everybody listening, we came into this just saying, hey, let's do a podcast tonight, and we really didn't talk about what we were going to talk about.
It's freeform, baby, it's freeform.
Yeah, freeform. It's great. So... I was kind of thinking the other day, you were talking to me about how toxic some of the shit on Reddit is,
mm-hmm.
and that kind of got me thinking about like video game culture as a whole, like how you would think that it would be kind of like a collective thing where all these people who don't really fit in socially, like outside of video games, would kind of come together, and it would be kind of a pleasant experience.
Yeah, you would think.
And it's really not at all.
95% of the time, yeah.
I was thinking about it, and this is what I've come up with, and I think this is why. You have all these people with zero fucking social skills coming together, and I think that's what creates all that toxicity.
Probably right. I mean, it happens.
And I don't think that it was near as bad until online gaming became like a competitive thing. Like whenever gaming was just co-op, I don't feel like it was ever like that. Like the only animosity you had towards somebody in a video game was the fact that you were always stuck playing player 2.
You didn't hear back in the days of just couch co-op. Your brother or your friend was like, "I'm gonna rape your mom," you know.
Right.
There was none of that because your mom was in the next fucking room. There's no way in hell they were gonna say that. But now you get all these edgelords and neckbeards behind a fucking screen 700 miles away, and they're like, "I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want to whoever the fuck I want because it's cool. Nobody gives a fuck." Yeah.
I also think that like video gaming as a whole has become so. It's not just like a nerd thing anymore. Like it's actually popular culture to be doing this stuff now. So like you have
nice,
like
honestly.
like you have those people who are edgelords outside of fucking video games coming in.
Which is unfortunate, yeah.
It's like the people that you fucking avoided in high school are now like chasing you down on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which doesn't help. But man, I don't know. Yeah. And you know, it's not all like that. Like you can create environments for yourself where it's not like that. Like we did that with our guild in ESO. I mean, pretty much anybody that came in and acted like a fucking shithead, they were gone.
Yeah.
I mean, and we did that pretty quick. I mean, that one person that we were talking about a minute ago aside.
Yeah.
And as
kept
soon
him
as
for another person's benefit.
Right, and as soon as I had control of that situation, he was gone because he knew he was going to get kicked anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
so
we knew that for a fact. Yeah, that's good times. Good times.
All right, my man. I think that this was a good, solid episode. I think we did good.
I don't know. Do you think so?
Yeah. I mean, I might even be brave and bold enough to say maybe our best yet. I feel like I didn't say as much as I usually do.
Yeah, I feel I talked in less circles and I laughed a little less.
Right. I'm just okay. So going and like listening back to some of the stuff that we've done before, I realize I say a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Obama said okay? It's all good. Even the great leaders do it.
Right, and you know, great, there went like half our listening base after the last episode with Old Man Mech, Old Southern Man.
I could literally say that to anybody,
Mech.
and we'd lose the same amount of people.
we brought in that Old Man Southerner demographic, and you just killed it by mentioning Obama. Oh my God.
Well, you love or hate him, you know. Well, except for Trump, you just hate.
You know what? I voted Democrat. Sue me.
You know what? I'm not a registered voter. Sue me. You know, shit happens.
I didn't even vote party affiliation this last time. I actually voted for that Johnson guy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I actually know what you're talking about.
He called Trump a pussy, and you know what? I was like, that's the guy that we need for president. You want to talk about a guy that really just calls it how he sees it? That's not Trump. No. What Trump does and says is calculated. This guy was off the, fly off the seat of his pants, said, that guy's a pussy. Damn right. You know what? You got my vote.
I like
right?
you.
Fucking
You're great, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can see that.
And he's talking about, legalizing marijuana. He's like, he was very obviously high whenever he was giving the interview.
I've seen some.
I'm like, like, that's my dude. I don't smoke weed, but, I'm all for, people doing what they want to do as far as that shit goes. And
it clearly wasn't hurting his career, and he's,
right.
Why not, right? Fuck it. Let it do what you want, man.
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah. No, I consider that this last polling season, this last presidential election season, anyways. You know, dusting off my nice shoes and registering to vote and doing all that. But I was like, beyond the independents, it was between the shinier of two turds, and I was like, nah, I don't feel good voting for anyone.
Neither of those turds were shiny.
No, and I could have voted independent the same way, and there's probably a lot of people who thought the same way I did were like, what's the fucking point? And that's part of the issue.
My thing is, okay, this is my view on it. I knew that my vote wasn't going to count for anything whenever I voted for Johnson.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter was, I went and I voted. I exercised my right to stand behind the guy that called another candidate a pussy. And whenever he was grilled about smoking marijuana, he essentially was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I smoke."
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? With that?
Right? I mean, come on. And he wasn't towing the party line. He was a Republican. I want to say he's a governor, isn't he, or some shit? I
don't even remember, to be honest with you, man. I really don't.
Yeah, no, he just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, that's my guy. Nobody's talking about his emails. Nobody's talking about him grabbing pussy. No. But he's calling people pussies, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm really hoping someone decent comes along this next time. I haven't been paying attention.
Well, from what I've been told, The Rock is running for president in 2020. And if Arnold Schwarzenegger can be a decent governor, I feel like The Rock could be a decent president.
If Arnold was eligible to run for president, I'd vote for Arnold.
Like, okay, this is how Bernie Sanders wins, right? You get Bernie and The Rock.
Yeah.
If to run together.
If it had come down and they hadn't done him wrong, I'd have voted for him, honestly.
Like, I know everybody is like kind of on this like, they're all hot for Elizabeth Warren.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I pay way too much attention to politics. I'm sorry.
I don't watch cable news, so I couldn't tell.
Right. Okay, so she's kind of like the woman Bernie Sanders, basically.
Gotcha.
She's like Hillary without all like the corrupt weird shit.
Oh well, even better. That's always nice.
But that's kind of been like kind of the hot duo for like the Democratic Party coming up. Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, and then Joe Biden is talking about running, but he'll get like a sympathy vote because his kid died of cancer, so he'll probably end up winning the fucking nomination.
You know how Republicans are, man.
That's a Democratic candidate. But
I don't even know. See, do you see how little I know? There you go.
It's fine. This isn't even our wheelhouse. We got going on another fucking. We mentioned Obama, and this is where it led us.
See, I can do Elder Scrolls all day long. Fucking politics, I got shit, man. I'm telling you.
I don't watch cable news. I just read a lot of shit on the internet.
I see my thought process on it is, and it's the reason I continue not to, is, and it kind of goes along with some of the sayings I see people use. They're like, if you're not angry or not paying attention, I don't want to be angry all the fucking time. Why the fuck would I want to be that angry all the goddamn time?
My thing is, okay, people say that, but the only people who are angry are the people whose political party isn't currently in power.
Yeah, true.
So people spend anywhere between 4 and 8 years angry, and then they spend 4 and 8 years like laughing at the other side. It's an even payoff. Like that's the problem with the 2-party system. What we need are 2 groups of people pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
And that would be fair.
See, I'm just thinking, I can watch the news, or I can get on these sites and I can read these things or watch this stuff. And something's going to make me mad. I'm sure. Something will, obviously. It's bound to happen. It's like, that's not a way to live your life, man. And I guess I'm just kind of eliminating all of that by nope, fuck it. I just won't know any of that, and it'll be fine, I mean, it's obviously not fine because, we have the situation we're in now, but,
Well, here's the thing. If, like you said, you're not a registered voter. So if you aren't going to vote, it doesn't really matter to you, does it?
I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I mean, I have my opportunity to say something, and I haven't used it. So, I mean, while it kind
Right,
of
and
matters
I'm
to
not,
me,
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that your opinion does not matter, but what I'm saying is you're choosing not to exercise that right.
right.
So like to you, it doesn't really mean enough for you to go out and try and make that change.
Yeah, I mean, this past time would have been enough if I'd have had a better option. But again, I didn't have a better. I mean, not one that would have mattered. You know, kind of like you were saying with Johnson. I care about it to a point, but if it's just a waste of my time,
it's one of those things that's where it's like you care enough about it to where you don't want to be embarrassed on like a worldwide stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, which I mean,
it's
in all honesty, like I don't think that like 8 years of Hillary would have been terrible. I just think that like, or 4, I say 8. It's supposed to be 4. I think that they need to set people to like 4-year term limits, and we get somebody new every 4 fucking years.
That wouldn't be
but I don't think that 4 years of that would have been terrible. But it's just one of those things where it's like you don't trust her.
No, yeah.
With Trump, it's like you didn't know what you were fucking getting at, but you knew it was not going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like people were okay with that. Like there were enough people out there to say, you know what, anything is better than Hillary. No, you're wrong. I'm sorry. There was something worse than Hillary, and that's what we got.
Anything was not better than her, but something would have been better. It just wasn't him.
It just was not what we got.
Yeah, no, we did not get better, unfortunately.
I
don't know if we got worse, but we.
Boy, and there's people that are really standing by that decision, but like the majority of people who voted,
gotta fucking own it, man.
no, but there's a lot of people that are like really backtracking on that. Like they started like getting rid of their "Make America Great Again" merch, and they're like, "Yeah, we voted for the other guy."
Yeah.
My favorite is like we just vote. Like, people who vote, like, just based solely on political party, I'm like, why? You're wasting your fucking time.
Yeah, no, I
that shouldn't...
do that.
That
I'd
should
vote for the better person, you know?
That'd
be my thing
should
every
not
time.
even be an option on a ballot to where you can just vote by party affiliation. There's a thing at the top that asks you, do you just want to vote all this party or all this party? That should not be a thing. People need to be made to do their research on all the candidates to go and make an educated decision. Now, that's not what the people who are in power want people to do, which is why that's an option. But I'm just saying, like,
baby, we got to streamline it.
but that's why, like, I read things and I pay attention, because every opportunity that I get to vote, I'm going to go vote, because you hate to say it, but it's like one of those things where it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. And I feel like voting is one of those things where if enough people stop doing it, they're just going to say, hey, why don't you let us make this decision for you based off of, whatever. Like, maybe you vote in senators and we pick, of the elected officials that we have in the country, we choose who to represent and shit like that. Like, know what I mean? Like,
isn't voter turnout already pretty, like, freakishly low as it is anyhow?
The last election, it was actually higher than it had been in a good while. The thing is, when voter turnout, I say that, actually, the election, I guess it's 12 years ago now. Like, when Obama first got elected, voter turnout was really high. The second election, it was lower. I think this election might have been, a little lower. Usually when voter turnout is low, Republicans win, which should tell you everything that you need to know about how fucked up the system is, because the way that it works is it's all based on counties. It's not even really based by popular vote at all.
Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of rural counties where they're all red, you're going to get more electoral votes for red than you are blue. Well, most counties that have large cities usually vote blue.
Yeah, that's how it is in Texas.
It'll be a blue county, but all the surrounding counties with a bunch of rural fucking rednecks and shit.
Yeah,
and that's how those states stay red.
If you look at a county demographic for Texas, you'll see DFW area is blue to like purple. Houston is almost entirely purple. Austin is blue, and then San Antonio, I think, is blue or purple or something like that. And then the entire rest of the state is red.
Right. That's how it is.
That's why
with
it's a red state.
That's how it is like with Oklahoma City. I don't think the Tulsa area usually goes blue. I know Oklahoma City does.
So we've got like, I'm probably going to say completely the wrong number. We got like 100 and some odd different counties, I think. Something like that. And
Oklahoma has like 72 or 73.
And I think like, I guess Houston is one county. So like 4 of those are blue. So, I mean, that is really low. So, I don't know. So, yeah. I'm just going to, for the next vote, I'm just going to use you as my gauge and be like, yeah, Wake's talked about this guy. I'll go with this person. We have similar enough political views. I'm like, yeah, it'd be all right.
I would never encourage anybody to vote for just based off of something that I say.
That's okay. I'm kind of kidding anyways. Only kind of.
I feel like this got way too serious.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's cool, man. You know, you got to get serious every once in a while.
Right.
We're on a roller coaster.
Oh,
with this,
hey, okay, so let's steer it back towards... I know I said we were going to wrap this up, but...
Fuck wrapping up, man.
Right, just kind of like maybe one last thing before we wrap up.
Positive note.
So whenever we talked last, it was before Sea of Thieves had dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay, so since then we've played the beta, and the game itself has dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So... did it live up to your expectations upon release?
My short-term expectations, yes. My long-term, no. And by that I mean I have the same complaints everyone else does with the gameplay being really shallow and repetitive. But the difference between me and all those people is I'm not going to bitch about it, and 2, I really like that kind of gameplay and stuff. So I mean, that's why I like Elite Dangerous. You know, it's all repetitive, but I can do the same kind of shit over and over and over and over and over.
For those who haven't played Sea of Thieves or maybe haven't heard of it and are living underneath a rock, it's a game where you have a crew between 1 and 4 people. You can have, if you have 2 or fewer, you get a sloop, right? And if it's 3 or more, you can get...
Right now, that's the
galleon.
Options, yeah.
Okay, so the galleon being the larger, 3 masts, a sloop being a 1-mast ship.
Mm-hmm.
You go and you collect these missions from different outposts. You can go, collect treasure, so some of them will send you to go find chests. Some will send you on these missions to go and, kill these old pirate captains and collect their skulls. And you collect the skulls and you bring them back. And you trade in the things that you loot. Excuse me, sorry. I'm mid-burp. These things that you loot for in-game gold. And you can use that gold to buy, cosmetic upgrades for yourself and your ship.
Right.
Or you can... just sail around and grief on people who are doing the missions and steal their treasure and then go and turn it in.
I've done both.
Yeah, I mean, and that is the game. It's literally that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's other factors out there, like if you're out there swimming, you can get attacked by a shark,
which is awesome.
Yeah, you can combat the shark too. You can kill the shark. It's fucking cool. You can get attacked by a kraken.
Which I haven't experienced yet. I'm excited for that. Honestly.
Yeah, I've been anticipating that. I've been watching a lot of videos of people sailing around and they're getting chased, and the ship that is chasing them gets krakened.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Since the introduction of the Kraken, I've been super fucking paranoid. Like when we're going against the wind or something, I'm like, oh God, did we stop moving? Are we still moving? Right. We need to be moving. If we're not moving, that's a problem.
Another part of the gameplay is they have storms that kind of randomly brew, and it makes the water super choppy and really hard to sail, and it can damage the ship. If you get cannonballed or You go through a storm and your ship is damaged. You have to repair your ship with wooden slats, and you have to use a bucket to like get the water out of your ship, and you literally have to go scoop it, run it up to the top, and throw it over the side of the boat. Like, I mean, if the pirate's life is a life for you, then this game is for you.
Yeah, no. If you enjoy that, I mean, honestly, I can see what everybody's problem is with it, like I said, but I mean, if you can get past that and you can just enjoy the game for what it is, it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's a whole lot of fun. But, I mean, if you're looking to get more out of it, and, like, I read reviews for stuff like this all the time, and people always leave, like, a one-star review like, oh, I couldn't beat this game, or oh, it didn't have this. And that's kind of a review, but it's, like, I mean, if you knew what you were getting when you paid for it. If you didn't, you're an idiot and you didn't do your research. Honestly,
and we'll do a shameless self-plug for Xbox real quick, because we play Xbox, so why not? If you are a Game Pass subscriber, Sea of Thieves, which is originally a $60 game, is free right now on Game Pass. So if you're not subscribing to Game Pass, you should. It's like $10 a month. You get a whole slew of free games. Sea of Thieves is a big one right now. They have like all the Gears of War games out right now.
I think so, yeah.
For free. At the very least, I know they have the most recent. Yeah. The new Tomb Raider is on there. That's a $60 game that's free. The new there's a Sherlock Holmes game out that I'm really excited to get into. I hadn't had a chance yet. That's out.
Halo 5's on there right now too. I think
Halo
they're supposed
5,
to bring
Halo Wars.
They're supposed to bring Master Chief Collection to it as well soon.
Yeah,
so you'll have almost all of Halo on there.
Yeah, I mean it's well worth $10 a month for. I mean, you already get like 3 free games with gold a month. This is just, another $10 a month, and you're getting a whole slew of free games. And it's not just Xbox One; it's like the backwards compatible 360 games. It's some original Xbox games, all kinds of great stuff. That's oh god, I just god damn it. I was doing so well too. I'm gonna go back and listen to this, and I probably like 1,000,000 times.
I haven't noticed it, to be honest with you.
So I'm looking. I just happened to see something on Facebook scrolling. You can actually. There's a Sea of Thieves. God damn it! Did it again. Sea of Thieves soundtrack on Spotify that you can listen to right now. So I'm pretty sure like this is the. Well, no, this is Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack. I was hoping it was some of the music from in-game. Some of the music from ESO and other Elder Scrolls games are on Spotify as well.
Sweet.
So if you're into any of that, like, kind of, what's the like gaming music? I guess is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that the category? Yeah, game soundtracks. They actually have a lot of those on Spotify that you can. And you really, I shouldn't be plugging Spotify right now because I can't get our fucking podcast on there. So until we do, I'm saying,
slut.
Yeah, right. Okay, so full disclosure, fuck Spotify until we're on Spotify, and then we're cool with Spotify after that. I would like to give a shout out to Stitcher and Apple Podcasts, though. Those are great organizations. They host our podcast. I would like to thank them for that.
They're amazing people. They do wonderful things.
You're right. Like distribute music and podcasts and stuff. It's good. They give the little guy a chance, unlike Spotify.
Fucking Spotify, man.
Right. I bet Spotify jumped all over that fucking LeVar Burton podcast.
Is that on there?
I'm looking right now.
That LeVar Burton podcast is pretty good, though. So
yeah, no, LeVar Burton Reads is excellent. Oh my god! So, do you listen to any podcasts like on the regular? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I listen to a few of them. Yeah.
Okay, what do you listen to?
I listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast. All of these are Rooster Teeth production podcasts. Rooster Teeth podcast. I listen to Off Topic, and I listen to Always Open. I listen to one that's not one of theirs. Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum is great. I like that. That's a really good one. Okay, so I have a laundry list of shit that I would listen to. I got... Dear God. Okay, so I got Around the NFL. I have Myths and Legends, which is excellent. If you're into, like, lore shit, like old school fucking just awesome stories,
Myths and Legends, so good. E&C's Pot of Awesomeness, it's a pro wrestling podcast. It's really good. Edge and Christian hosts that. So if you were ever a fan of tag team wrestling in
it took me a second. It was like Edge and Christian. It's like
late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
one of the best tag teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
They have a podcast, and it's not like a WWE podcast where it's like company approved. Like they talk and they shoot the shit, and they do what they want to do on their podcast, and it's really good. Get on here and see what else I got. The Joe Rogan Experience is another good one. I love that one. Have you listened to any of that one at all?
I've listened to one or two of them. I haven't listened to much of it since a while, actually. So.
He doesn't just do he has fighters on and he talks UFC and all that good stuff.
No, I've seen enough of them though.
But a lot he's had Neil deGrasse Tyson on there. Tyson. I mean, he's had Gary Vaynerchuk. He's had just influential people that are interesting to talk to. He has a wide variety of interests. He's a huge fucking stoner, and he's really unapologetic about it.
So, I like Joe Rogan, so
yeah, he's awesome. I was trying to think. I don't really listen to any political podcasts. It's like whenever I'm listening to people. When I'm listening to people talk, I don't really care to listen to them talk about politics.
You should listen to the one I was talking about. Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading the name right. I can tell you. I can even tell you some of his guests. Shows. Scroll down. Nope, that's our podcast.
Oh, wait. What? There's another one that I listen to. It's by the same guy that does Myths and Legends. I think it's called Fictional or something like that.
Fictional, I don't know.
Trying to see if he has a link to it on his.
Yeah, here we go. So it's Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. If you don't know, do you know who Michael Rosenbaum is, right?
Yeah, I do.
I say he's got a lot of. He brings in all of his famous friends, his actor friends or whatever friends. Director, producer, writers, all those guys. There's some good shit on here, man. I don't know if you've listened to it or not, but you really should if you're not.
Yeah, I'll give it a listen. Send me a link to it.
He's got one where he did one with Tom Welling in September or something last year.
The Superman that never became Superman.
It was no tights, no flights. That was the theme of the show. You get down, all right?
I'm sorry. That show really made me salty. It's like they teased it a lot, but they never really, gave it to us.
It was about Clark Kent. It was not about Superman. All right.
Right.
You missed the point.
No, I didn't miss the point. I just didn't like the point.
Well, fair enough. I also didn't like the first 4 seasons because of Pete Ross, but that's besides the point. Anyways, he had.
And to clarify, it wasn't a race thing. He was just a terrible fucking character.
Oh God, I wasn't even going to take it that direction. What the fuck? No. He's an alright actor and other shit, but that fucking character was annoying and whiny as fuck. I just couldn't stand it. There were other characters that were whiny too, but they were one-offs, so I didn't have to deal with them. But Pete Ross's character was persistent. And I was just like, fuck. Please stop crying. Nobody cares about your petty human bullshit. Clark Kent's not human. You get away from him. You're bringing him down, damn it. Bringing him down. You need to calm down. Tired of your shit, Pete Ross. You chill. You don't even get one name. You get a full name. Pete Ross. You're not even fucking Pete. You're not even Mr. Ross. You're fucking Pete Ross, man. You just pissed me the fuck off.
So you hate Pete Ross. You hate Peru from Charmed, right?
Peru? What? No, Prue, you goofy bastard.
Do what?
Prue. Peru. That's funny.
It's not Prue, it's Peru. It's P-E-R-U.
No, it's Prue. I promise you it's Prue.
Googling.
100% certain. Know for a fucking fact it's Prue. I've been watching the show all week long.
I know. Quit yelling at me.
You chill the fuck out.
Prue. Yeah, you're right.
I hate her character for the same reason I hate Pete Ross's character. They were weak and they were whiny. That's why.
That Phoebe, though.
That Phoebe, though, for sure. Piper's character's good looking too, though, man. I'm just saying. Almost all the female characters in that show are great looking. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Fucking Daryl.
Daryl's good looking too.
I forgot about Chris.
Chris, I don't know who Chris is.
Chris is like their fucking Piper and Leo's son from the future.
Is that what
He's
his
like
name is?
he's like half White Lighter, half wizard.
Yeah. No, I follow. Yeah. I know what you're talking. It's been a while. I'm only on season 5. So.
Kaylee Kuko was in Charmed for at least an episode.
And she was in the final season, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. I think so. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I feel confident in that.
Huh.
Season 8, I think.
Yeah, season 8, episode 1.
She should have been in more than that. She should have been all the way through the rest of season 8, I think. Or through most of it, anyways.
Oh, okay. I just was looking at Wikipedia, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. God, it's been a while since I've seen the last end of that show. I don't know. I'll be on season 8 by like the fucking weekend or something, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm already halfway through season 5 right now, and I started the show like Sunday of last week, so I cruised through shit pretty quick.
I really want you to check out Angel if you get a chance.
It's next.
Because I really think that you would like Angel.
It's on Hulu still, right? I'm going to watch it on
Hulu.
Yeah.
It's on
Is Buffy on Hulu? I need to watch Buffy again. That's killing me. I've only seen it once. I need to rewatch that. I can get entertainment out of it. Value out of that.
I can pull it up real quick and see
now. Buffy used to be on Netflix. Hell, Buffy and Angel used to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know.
I know Angel is on Hulu for sure. Let me see if Buffy
I've seen it on there. I was just confirming. If I can find Buffy again, I'd be happy.
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is on here.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, okay. Then I'm going to watch Angel, then I'm going to watch Buffy again. And then I'm going to watch Battlestar Galactica again.
It doesn't matter which way you go on that, because either way you get Charisma Carpenter. So.
Well, I mean, I've already seen Buffy once, so I'll be alright. So I can watch Angel, that I've never seen before, the first time, and then I'm going to watch Buffy a second time, and then I'm going to watch Battlestar Galactica again, and then...
Battlestar Galactica, that was what you were telling me I should watch. I haven't seen that yet.
The reboot's good. I've never
is that
seen
on
the
Hulu
original.
or Netflix?
It's, I think it's on Hulu. I originally watched it on Netflix, but I think it's on Hulu right now. I watched it on Netflix like
the
6
2004.
years ago, so. Yeah. The reboot, yeah, that's what you want. The first episode's like a movie or something, and then the rest of the series is normal length. There's only four seasons, though.
There's a series from 2003. There's a series from 2004.
Probably all the same thing, to be honest with you.
And then there's Battlestar Galactica: The Plan, the movie.
That's part of the same. That's
Sci-Fi.
part of the same thing. Yeah, same thing.
So just start from the 2003 version. Like, when should I watch the movie? Or does it matter?
If you can find the series, I think the movie's like the first episode. I think it's in the series, period.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like a pilot/movie. Even better if you can find it. I don't know if it's on there or not. It was on Netflix forever ago. It might be on Hulu now if it's on there. If you can find Caprica, it's the story that led into Battlestar Galactica. God damn, it was fucking good, man. If you can find that, watch that first, because it's like a season, and then watch Battlestar Galactica. Give you a little more like lore to go into Battlestar with.
Yeah, you'll have to send me that on Facebook so I don't forget, because I'm really bad about that shit.
I had to think about. God, I wonder if I can find. I'm gonna have to add that to my list. You'll have to remind me what my list was. I had like a long list. I can't even remember all of it anymore. I gotta finish Naruto. I gotta finish Dragon Ball Super. Angel, Buffy, Battlestar, Caprica now. I got a lot, man. I got a busy next couple of weeks.
Okay, so I just saw something that reminded me, and I'm going to preface this with I'm not going to reveal anything.
Okay, go on.
But we need to congratulate your brother on competing on American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about that.
So for those who don't know, Jack's brother, he is one of those ninjas. Is that what they?
Yeah,
they
Ninja Warrior.
He was up in Colorado for like a month, sitting in line last year.
He sat for.
Tell the story.
So last year they for the walk-on line for Jak and Ninja Warrior in Colorado, in Denver specifically. They had you had to be there. I can't remember when they started taking walk-ons, but he got there. I think he told me he was number 15. So, and he got there like 3 weeks, 4 weeks after some people. And I think his entire time waiting there, I think, was about a month and a half, something like that. He was gone a really long fucking time. And they shoot from sundown to sun up because they like to use their own lights, stage production and all that. And they got through all the regular contestants because I think there's like 100 contestants. They get something like that. They get regular casting call, and then there's the walk-on line, which he was in. They got through all the regular contestants, and then got to the walk-on line. I think they did up to 2 people in front of him before the sun was too close to the rising, and they're like, yeah, we're going to cut off right here. And he was pretty pissed, but it was one of those things, what can you do? He didn't have his guaranteed spots, so if he'd have gotten there like 3 weeks earlier, he would have been on the course and going, but it's just a timing thing, it just happened. And he had to stay there. It wasn't one of those, like, he could go in, check in, and leave. He had to stay there because you have to check in. He said you had to check in at 7 in the morning and then again at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So, they made sure you were still fucking there. If you left, you were gone. You were out. And then you'd have to start over, which he didn't want to do. But right. He did that, and then he resubmitted for this year. And casting actually called him in February, I think, and told him, hey, you have a guaranteed slot. You are on the course. There wasn't going to be any, like, you got to hang out in Dallas, do this, and that. No, they said, show up here, be here at this time, sign in, whatever, you're on the show. And, well, you're on the course. I don't know. So you may or may not be on the show. That just depends on how they want to air it. But it was definitely recorded, so, maybe it's possible. And I... for legal reasons, can't talk about how he did, but he got a shot at it, man. It was really cool to witness it, honestly. So
do you have because I know your brother posts a lot of his like training videos and stuff and all that on Instagram. Do you have your brother's Instagram by chance?
It's West Texas Ninja, West_Texas_Ninja, and you can find him right there.
Yeah, so everybody needs to go give him a follow, give him a shout, congratulate him on, going and living a dream. It's something that if you follow him on social media, you see he works very hard at it.
Dude's in shape, man. He's in really good shape.
He's been working at it for how long?
I think he said this is 5 years now that he's been working on it. So
right. So that's 5 years of dedication that he's seeing pay off. He got to go and run the course, and that's that's a huge deal. Yeah, and like Jack said, he got the call to say, "Hey, you automatically got a spot. Come and run."
Yeah, so. He if he's on air, it'll be on the 30th, May 30th. It was when because it was in Dallas. That's when they air the Dallas taping, and if they decide to put it in his segment, then that's when it'll be. So. If you watch that stuff, get on there. May 30th, man. May 30th.
Right, and that'll fall on a Wednesday, and we will plug that until... For sure.
And that's... I don't know if I don't think they'll mention whether or not he's a West Texas Ninja. It's Tyler Humphrey. Tyler Humphrey is his name. So he's got the Texas emblem with an orange bandana. It looks like a Ninja Turtle, but it's Texas. That's his logo.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't care if I'm in shape or not. Like, I would love to just go and fucking run it just to see what I could do.
Yeah, Watching him do that kind of stuff, I could probably do a couple of things. Like the things that don't involve upper body strength, which isn't very many. There's like 2 of them. But I could do that shit all day long. I got plenty of leg strength. I can't even do one fucking pull-up, man. I tell you what, as soon as it gets to doing something where I got to pull myself up, I'm fucked. I can't do that at all.
Like those, like the thing where you're holding onto the bar and you gotta...
Yeah, like the
rungs
salmon ladder.
Or whatever,
yeah,
I think they're called.
Or the rungs or the salmon ladder or the anything that involves hand grip or whatever. Yeah, I don't have that at all, man.
I just want to try the warped wall. Like, I know I couldn't pull my fat ass up
it. Oh, my God.
But I just want to see if I could, like, run up it and, like, grab the edge.
So, they're doing... So, the one in American Ninja Warrior, the regular-sized one, is... I guess I won't give an answer why I prefaced it with regular. Anyways, it's 14 feet tall. And 14 feet, I mean, you kind of visualize that. It's not, like, super fucking tall, but... I've seen him do it a couple times in videos, and I've been at a distance, and I've watched him do it in person. But I had an opportunity a couple weeks ago. There's a Ninja Warrior gym opening up here in town, and it just so happened, due to my job, inspections and stuff, I got to go look at it, and they've got most of the obstacles built. So while I was there, I walked up because, I was kind of interested. I was like, how big is this fucking thing? I wanted to see what it looked like to be, standing in front of it at the bottom of it to see how 14 fucking feet, dude, is tall as shit. Let me fucking tell you, man.
To put that into perspective for people, okay, so think of like a basketball goal. From the tip of the rim down to the floor is 10 feet. The top of the backboard is probably like 12, so add another 2 feet on top of the backboard of a basketball goal.
Yeah,
and that's.
I was looking at it like I backed up and like I faked it, to see how I would even do it, and it's like, I mean, I can see they always run up like a half or a third or something of it, and they just leap,
jump,
and I just like, I mean, even with the fucking leap, I mean, I would have to run like 3/4, 2/3 of the way the fuck up before I could even jump. And by the time you get there, it's already like curving back out, and you're like, how the fuck do they do that, man? It's just crazy. I don't know. I'd have to actually give it a genuine try to really, I guess, to give you a real answer. But god damn, man, it's wild, man. And I've seen some of those now because of that. I've seen some of them like up close and personal, like I've touched them, and it's just that. It looks a lot harder than just watching it on video or watching someone else do it in person or any of that shit. I mean, when you're in front of it,
have you
crazy.
watched? Do you watch any of that at all?
Honestly, no, I don't watch the show.
Have you seen that Catanzaro woman?
I know who Catanzaro is. Yeah.
Okay, like she's probably like 5 foot nothing, and that's probably being generous. And she's made it up that wall.
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen a few since.
Some of the athletes that go through there, it's fucking amazing. I feel like people watch that shit and they don't understand. Like, you got to really fucking train for that. Like, it is not as simple as just going and doing a fucking obstacle course.
While I was out there in kind of like the audience section of the area, I was hanging around to the back watching some of the other guys, and there's a lot of ninjas that are in and around Texas. And a lot of them were there at Dallas. And there's a lot of really small, really stout motherfuckers doing this shit, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And it's like, it wasn't even just like the people that were competing on this particular like setup. Some of these people were just there, and they were just veterans of the show. And I knew their names, but I didn't know who they were. And, I'm seeing them, like you're saying with Catanzaro wasn't there, but like some people like... what was the guy's name? Samson. He was there, and the dude's. I mean, I can't remember how tall he was, but he's tiny, like itty bitty little dude, And they're fucking throwing themselves up that big ass fucking wall, man. It's just like that's impressive as shit, man. It's like the level of fitness you have to be is just crazy, man. I couldn't even imagine that. That's just wild. That's some dedication, let me tell you. I don't have the discipline.
I mean, they do like special guests too. Like they have like professional athletes come on and try and run the fucking course, and they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
think that I've ever seen like a professional athlete come on as a guest and ever clear the course.
I haven't even seen those, but I can imagine. I mean, there's some people that you wouldn't expect, or just by looking at them from when I saw people going, you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect that they'd be able to pull off some of that shit, and amazingly they do. I mean, it's just like you. I mean, it's not human, man. I mean, it's just crazy what the shit people can do, man. It's wild. It's truly a marvel. Honestly, it's really cool to see. I dig that stuff. Now I'm gonna be watching the show all the fuck time.
It's on Hulu, dude.
It is, yeah. I know. I'm gonna watch some of that to catch up and be like, yeah, I know what's happening now. Go impress my brother or something. Oh man, no, it's funny, man. I'm telling you, it's fun shit to watch. Watch people do things I know I'll never be able to do. Not really, anyways.
I mean, it's just fun, man. Like
Yeah, no,
that stuff.
exactly.
I'd give that shit a shot. Like I would fucking faceplant so bad in some water, but
Yeah, right? Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, I bet if I could make it up some of that warped wall, I might be able to latch on. That'd be the end for me, though. I mean,
Right.
I'd have to just let go and, like, try and not fall on my fucking face.
like I would let go, knowing full well like that is the best that I can do, and I would just wave and I'd just walk off.
You know, I honestly, if I was able to make it up the wall and grab onto that thing and not, like, immediately fucking fall, but, like, hang on, I'd feel pretty fucking accomplished, honestly.
maybe you could swing a leg, maybe.
That'd be a hell of a fucking swing, man.
Right. The inertia alone just
If I was able to use, like, the forward momentum somehow and just still use it all in one quick move, maybe. But I highly fucking doubt. I don't even think I can make it up the fucking walls. So the idea of even making it the pull up to get that, man, no, seriously. I shit you not, man. Never once in my life, never even once done a fucking pull up, and it's the saddest fucking thing. Seriously.
while we're sitting here plugging your brother, he's also a pretty big Fortnite guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He loves that game.
Yeah, I always see him commenting on like the Fortnite posts and shit. That's how they pop up in my feed.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Is that on Facebook?
Yeah.
I say I never see it because I'm not on Facebook. That's funny. Oh man, yeah, no. Every time I see him online, he's not watching Netflix. That's
Here's
what
the
he's
magic of Facebook, right? Okay, so I don't have like a ton of friends. Like I have like 200 and something.
doing. All right.
Which I mean, comparatively to like a lot of people on Facebook, really isn't much. But whenever I add somebody on Facebook that I know, like, or if somebody wants to add me, like, I don't stop people from adding me. I will go straight to their page and unfollow them, so I don't see anything that they post. So everything on my feed are the people who haven't posted something that might put me into a bad mood.
Yeah.
Or you know, the people who don't post things that would make me feel like I need to say something to them.
Yeah.
And like pages and stuff that I like and follow. So it's like mainly just like video game stuff and sports and shit like that. Like I don't see a bunch of like whiny crap that people post on Facebook because I don't follow people. I just follow pages, really.
Yeah. That's pretty much mine. My when I get on Facebook, I see two different kinds of posts. So I've unfollowed a lot of people and I've unfollowed a lot of pages to where it's just things that I'm okay with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm friends with someone that posts a shitload of memes. Just for context, it's my brother's fiance. So every time I get on Facebook, there's like 600 different fucking posts of her from like the last hour posting different memes on there. So I see it's either that or it's one random post from someone I don't even remember. And then it goes memes, meme, random, meme, just constantly, man. I found myself scrolling through it. I'm like. I'm like, who's posting all this shit? And it's the same fucking person. Because I'm very rarely on Facebook, and I guess for it's what do you call their fuck? What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for here? Help me! I'm drowning.
I don't know what.
They're not program, not.
What's a synonym?
I don't know. I don't have. Anyways, part of their like the way they sense shit and then push content they think you want. Because I see the same shit all the time and I'm liking all the same crap, it keeps pushing me the same person. So that's pretty much all I see on Facebook anymore is the one person posting memes all day. So it's great. It's great. Honestly, I don't see anything negative. I don't see anything I don't care about. It's always funny, and I'm like, cool. I'm here for like 5 minutes. Like, done. Do it again tomorrow. Or unless you tag me in something, and then I watch it. I do whatever that is for a minute, and then
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I literally have Facebook to let you tag me in things. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it.
You know, I didn't have Facebook for like the better part of like a solid year, and then whenever I went back to school, for those who don't know, I went to school and I nearly said meteorology, and it is not meteorology.
I would let you have that one.
Broadcasting. What we are doing now, and really, I'm not representing my education well. I would like to apologize to the American Broadcasting School for what just transpired. But when I went back to school for broadcasting, they one of the requirements was having like social media, because that's how like you're supposed to interact with people and gain a following, and that's how like employers can find you and they can see the things that you're posting, and you know, things like that. Like it's kind of just like a thing in the business that you do. Like you have a personal page and you leave it open, and people can see the things that you post and all that garbage. So I had to get back on there. Like I never left Twitter. Twitter's kind of my niche, but Facebook I had left behind because it caused drama with family, and
Yeah.
I was like, not worth it. I'm like, I got people I love basically telling me they hate me because of the way that I think. So
That's what I do. I do Twitter, I do Instagram, I do Reddit. That's it. I don't do anything else. And I'm happier for it, honestly. Because all I look at on Reddit are pictures of cats and memes, and then Twitter's kind of the same thing, and then Instagram I have for my personal posts, and then whatever else is on there from people I follow. So I have a nice baseline there for social media. I stay away from all the other bullshit, you know. Try to anyways. There's stupid people everywhere, unfortunately. So, and I get a good Twitter thing for you, but I say it'd take me like another 45 minutes to explain to you. We've already next time. It'll still be funny then. It'll still be weird then. So, you'll have to remind me. Maybe I'll remind myself. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah.
all right, my man. I think it's that time.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here, and then you turn my air on. And I can't do that
Right,
while
same,
I'm here, so.
same. I turned my fucking shit off so it wouldn't interfere with my microphone, and now it's like I got fucking swamp balls. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too. Like I'm sitting on a leather chair, and like I'm starting to slide a little. I'm just like,
Right.
Like, good lord.
Okay, so in case you guys forgot from the beginning at the top of the 2-hour show that we just put on, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all by searching @RegretPod. You can find us at twitch.tv/Instant Regret Gaming, and you can find us at instantregretgaming.com. That's going to be the hub where we do all our articles. You can find all our past streams there. Pretty much anything Instant Regret you're going to find at instantregretgaming.com. I want to thank nobody for listening. Jack, it was a genuine pleasure. We should do it again
As
more
always.
often.
Certainly, yeah. Hopefully next week, maybe next month. We don't know.
I will definitely be aiming for next week. Honestly,
I'm down, man. I'm down.
Cool.
You tell me a time and a place, baby. We'll be
All right,
there.
let's do it.
Oh, I expected you just cut it off at the end.
Oh, sorry. Bye.
Oh, what's the button?
Baby squirrel, use a sexy motherfucker. The Instant Regret podcast is produced by Coleman Humphrey. Follow the show on all major social media outlets by searching @RegretPod. Don't forget to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and subscribe.